10 underrated places in Europe before everyone finds them. Paris, Rome, Santorini, Barcelona. Europe's famous destinations are incredible, but they're no longer the only places worth your attention. Across Europe, there are beautiful cities, beaches, mountains, and historic towns that many international travelers still overlook. Some offer fewer crowds, surprising value, and experiences that feel completely different from Europe's biggest tourist hotspots. So before these places become the next must-visit destinations, here are 10 underrated places in Europe you should know about for 2026 and 2027. And number 1 might make you rethink your entire European bucket list. Let's explore! Number 10, Ghent, Belgium. Most travelers visiting Belgium head straight to Brussels or Bruges. But Ghent gives you medieval architecture, canals, impressive churches, lively cafes, and a strong local atmosphere without feeling like one giant tourist attraction. Walk along Grasli and Korenlai, explore Gravenstein Castle, and see the famous Ghent altarpiece inside St. Bavo's Cathedral. If you want historic Belgium with a younger, more energetic vibe, Ghent deserves your attention. Number 9, Bitola, North Macedonia. North Macedonia already receives far less attention than many European countries, and Bitola is even more overlooked. Known as the City of Consuls, it combines elegant architecture, Ottoman history, lively cafes, and dramatic mountain scenery. Nearby Polister National Park adds hiking, forests, and glacial lakes to the experience. If you like destinations with culture and nature, but fewer international tourists, put Bitola on your list. Number 8, Terracina, Italy. Want an Italian beach vacation without immediately heading for the Amalfi Coast? Terracina sits south of Rome on the Mediterranean coast and combines broad beaches with ancient history. Above the city, the Temple of Jupiter Anxur overlooks the coastline, while the Old Town offers narrow streets, cafes, and historic buildings. It's proof that Italy still has coastal destinations many overseas travelers barely consider. Number 7, Livno, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Livno might be one of the biggest surprises on this list. The town combines Ottoman-era heritage, churches, stone streets, and mountain landscapes. But what really makes Livno different is the population of wild horses roaming the surrounding countryside. Seeing horses running freely across open mountain landscapes is an experience you probably don't associate with a European city break. Number 6, Vipava Valley, Slovenia. Slovenia is already becoming more popular, but many visitors stay focused on Ljubljana, Lake Bled, and the famous alpine areas. Vipava Valley offers something different. Whoa. Think rolling vineyards, traditional villages, local wine, seasonal food, cycling routes, hiking, and dramatic views toward the surrounding mountains. If you love Tuscany-style countryside but want somewhere less obvious, Vipava Valley is worth discovering. Number 5, Ulcinj, Montenegro. Kotor and Budva have become Montenegro's international tourism stars. But travel farther south and you'll find Ulcinj. Its dramatic old town rises above the Adriatic, while the surrounding area offers long beaches and a cultural character influenced strongly by the local Albanian community. Montenegro's coastline is becoming increasingly popular, which is exactly why Ulcinj is somewhere I'd consider sooner rather than later. Number 4, Extremadura, Spain. Spain gets enormous numbers of visitors, yet the inland region of Extremadura receives far less attention than Barcelona, Madrid, or the Mediterranean coast. Here you can explore the Roman monuments of Merida, the historic streets of Cáceres, peaceful countryside, castles, and traditional Spanish food. It's a completely different side of Spain. And for travelers who think they've already seen the country, Extremadura could be the surprise they're looking for. Number 3. Alentejo, Portugal. Lisbon and the Algarve dominate many Portugal itineraries. But between them lies Alentejo, a region filled with whitewashed villages, vineyards, cork oak landscapes, historic towns, and a wild Atlantic coastline. The Alentejo coast includes preserved stretches of beaches and cliffs that feel very different from Portugal's busiest resorts. For road trips, food, wine, nature, and slower travel, this region has serious potential. Number 2. Plovdiv, Bulgaria. Plovdiv is one of Europe's oldest continuously inhabited cities, yet it remains overshadowed by the continent's more famous city break destinations. Its colorful old town is filled with cobbled streets and historic houses, while the ancient Roman theater remains one of the city's most striking landmarks. Add cafes, restaurants, art, and generally better value than many Western European capitals, and Plovdiv becomes an easy destination to recommend. But there's one more place. Number 1. Gozo, Malta. Most visitors hear Malta and immediately think of the main island. But a short ferry journey takes you to Gozo, where the pace feels completely different. You'll find dramatic coastline, traditional villages, historic churches, the fortified citadel in Victoria, and the ancient Gantija temples. Gozo combines Mediterranean scenery, history, and island atmosphere in a much smaller package. And while it's certainly not unknown, many travelers still visit Malta without giving Gozo the time it deserves. That's why it takes our number 1 spot. Final verdict: Europe's most memorable trip doesn't always have to include the destinations everyone already knows. Sometimes the best experiences come from going one step beyond the obvious itinerary. From the vineyards of Slovenia to Montenegro's beaches and Portugal's wild Atlantic coast, these places prove there is still plenty of Europe waiting to be explored. But now I want to hear from you. Which of these 10 underrated European destinations would you visit first? And is there a hidden place in Europe that you think everyone should know about? Tell us in the comments, because your recommendation might inspire our next video. Subscribe to Let's Explore World for more hidden destinations, country comparisons, and practical travel guides. And until next time, keep exploring the world.